Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, this is Edna, and because last time there's a video we did about how to use dumpy level and you guys loved it so much, and some of you below that video have been asking for how to implement maybe that data on road construction. So since you're in a project, I'm in a project like that, if you have any question, kindly ask below and I'm going to answer them to you. So I thought of doing, right now we are doing handpacking. We're doing handpacking. I've done about culvert, I've done about drainage. So in case you want to check out those videos, they are just somewhere here, somewhere in my playlist. So I thought of doing a video of how, if you are given work, if you're now taken to the field and you're not told now to ensure or to carry out the levels, to put levels for people to do handpacking. So how do you start and where do you start? So the first thing, if you haven't checked out on how to set a dumpy level, kindly go and check that video. I have explained briefly how to set up a dumpy level and how to start using it. So if you're a surveyor or you're new to this field, it's very easy to carry out to use a dumpy level to take levels. So the first thing you're going to do is to set up your machine at a station, at a leveled station, and then you take backside. The backside is usually to a TBM. TBM is a temporary benchmark that you guys have created in that project as a reference point, and you have values for that TBM. All of you have the values for that TBM. So that is what you call a benchmark. So you set your dumpy level at a place where you can be able to see the TBM. So someone goes there with their staff and stands there, and from here you read the reading. When you read that reading, this is, you'll be given a book like this. Okay, this is called a book of collimation, or I think there's also another name. I think, yeah, let's just say it's a book of collimation. So this is a type of book you're going to be given on that side, so make sure you follow around. So what you do on this type of book, here at the top we have date, then you have levels, then below it we have from, below it we have from, then on the other side we have taken for, and below it we have to where, and just the paging of the book. So whoever type of survey you're going to work with will want you to number your work, to number your pages. Okay, so if today you are beginning to work from this page, you're going to write here, you're going to write here page 1. You're going to write here page 1, and circle it. Then today's date is, for example, today's date is, I think, around 24. So you're going to write here your date. So you're going to write 24th 07/2024. From is from which chainage. So anyway guys, let's continue. So here you write page, 1, and then here you write the date, and then from, it means chainage. So in case you're doing a road, you have measured a distance of 20 meters, then you put like 0 plus 0.20. That's how you put chainages on road. You measure another 20, you do 0 plus 0.40, and you go marking it at kando ya barabara. You go marking it beside the structures beside the road, so that you have record of that. So from, you put the chainage from which you're going to start from, yeah. So in case, like for this instance, because I'm giving an example, I'm going to be writing from 0 plus 840. 0 plus 840. That means it's at 840 meters. Okay. Then 2, it means when I finish recording this, where I will, like at the chainage that I'll finish at, that's what you write 2. It helps someone if there's another surveyor going to come and pick up your book, they can be able to find the location of levels quicker. Okay, so you write here from, where is that fly disturbing me? You write here from, and then here 2 when you finish, not right now. And then taken for, if you're taking for drainage, you put there drainage. You're taking for hand packing, you put there hand packing. Taken for, you put there what those levels that you're picking are for what. Okay, so for example, in my case, I can write hand packing because I want to teach you guys about, or share with you guys, hand packing. So here I'm going to, I've written hand packing around them. So another thing you're going to be having, if you're going to be in the field, is you're going to be having a design. Whoever has given you that work will give you a sheet like this that has data like this. Okay, that has data like this. These are the levels of design that someone has sat in an office with an AutoCAD and has designed whatever type of flow they want it to be implemented on the field. So they'll give you such a sheet. It is full of data like that. So for example, we have written an example of 840, 0 plus 840. So you'll come on your sheet and look for that chainage. Chainage is at this, most of them, they are at this edge, the beginning of it like this. So this edge, so you look for your 0 plus 840. It's around here. I don't know if you guys can see. So it's around here, 0 plus 840. So you look for example, in this paper, let me change the camera so that I show you clearly what I'm talking about. For example, in this sheet, we have here, it's called the difference between edge of carriageway and drain invert. Drain invert ni mtaro ya maji. Here we have the chainage, also known as the distance. So we said we are dealing with 840. This is the difference between the mwisho ya barabara na mwanzo wa invert, mwanzo wa drainage. Okay, this is the drain invert. Like kwa drainage pale chini, this is the levels that the client should read and should find them on ground. Okay, we have this other section. We have design of the center line. This is design of center line of the road katikati ya barabara. So if the road is like 7 meters, you can see an offset of 3 meters. Offset ni kutoka katikati like 3 meters, and then the other side 3 meters like that. So we have an offset from the center line, being 3 meters, 3.15 and 3.25. The same with this. So this is our center line. So most of the time when you're taking a topography of a road, people usually collect the data of the center line. The design usually comes or starts taking place, or someone can carry out design for you for a road using the center line. So in our case, we'll come at 840. You can see our design center line 840. We have 1643.564. So you'll take 1643. This is the finished design. Okay, finished design. I hope you guys understand that. That is finished design. So this is 1643.564. As I've shown you, it's 1643.564. So let me take this book. I need a piece of paper. Okay, let me just even indicate here the back. So you have 1643.564. That is the finished design level of that road at that section. At 840, the finished design of that road at the center is that value. Okay, we have at the edge, which is, we have said 3 meters, 3.125 and 3.25. okay, and the same from the center line, the same. So in case you are doing hand packing and it's 6 meters, you'll check the offset of 3 meters from, and you always take readings from the left towards the right. So you'll check in your list the offset of 3 meters. The value you get, you minus the amount of AC you're going to use, or lami yenye mtaweka kwa barabara. You minus that amount. So for example, in my case, you're going to put tutaweka lami ya 50 mm. So you're going to use, because this is in meters, remember this is in meters, okay? So you'll take the value at the edge of 840, 0 plus 840 from the left side. The value you have been given, you'll be given. If you're from a contractor, you'll be given this. If you're from a client, you need to understand this, because that is what you're going to be inspecting on the road to be achieved. So you'll take the levels you've been given here at 0 plus 840 at the edge, then you minus 0.050. That is when you change 50 mm to meters, because I've said these values are in meters. Thank you. So you minus that. The value you get is going to be the value you're supposed to put when they ask you about hand packing. Okay, because you have to follow the design of the client. So for example, this was our value of the middle, at the middle, 1643.564. So you're going to minus 0.050. You can also do that, like take a pencil and do that. So 4, you have 15.3461. So you have 1643.514. So this should be the reading, should be the level that when you come and read, the client comes and read, that they will find on that ground. But you have to put into consideration what you call compaction. So after they do the hand packing, I'm going to show you a picture of what hand packing is. So after they waeke hizo mawe wakigonga, before they start that, you have to put for them the level. So you have to put into consideration about compaction, because if you put this exact level, when they come and do compaction with the roller, it's going to it will go down. So you need to put into consideration about compaction. So maybe leave maybe 2 or 3 feet of that juu this value, but juu uongeze kama feet 2 ama 3, ndio ikigongwa it will remain at the level you need. So let's go back to now. You have set your machine and you have read a reading at back side. So whichever like reading you take, for example, where I am, we have a benchmark called TBM 25. So this is where you write TBM 25 on the next page, not this page, on the next page. Then the value of that TBM, you write it at the reduced level. You write it here at the reduced level. So for example, TBM 25, its value is 1643.227. Let me change the camera. The value of TBM 25 is 1643.227. The reading we take, we have said, I've talked about this is where you have set your machine. Okay, this is a TBM. You have taken this reading. At this point, you have 0 plus 840, then you have 0 plus 820, then you have 0 plus 800. So the road is going like this. So it's going like that. So when you set here your machine, you take this reading. So this reading, you take this reading, this height of instrument. This is the height of it. Whatever reading you're going to take is the height of instrument. So for example, in my case, my height of instrument was, and you locate it here, like you indicate it there. My height of instrument was 1374. So you'll take the value of TBM. After all, this one is achieved before you begin your work. So the value of this, you add this. When you add this to this, you add, okay? Take this, add to this. You'll find your height of collimation. So in my example that I'm going to be using, that was my height of collimation. If you add this to this, you'll get this. So this value, with this value, you're standing here now with that value, 1644.601. This is the value that now you're having it right now. Like from this point, as you have read right now, this is your value now, because you have added the height of instrument. So you take from this point, the reading you take, this is, let's say this is the center line. So we have the right hand side and we have the left hand side. So you need to take this reading, the height of instrument here, the height of instrument here, and the height of instrument there. So this is an offset of 3 meters, an offset of 3 meters. Okay, so you're standing here, you have now this value. So you take this reading, you take this reading, then you take this one, then you take this one. You're going to compare it to the one you've been given by your client or design. So after you take this reading, you take 1644.601, 1644.601. So for example, you come back to this place, the design of 840. You come here to 840. This is the center line. So the left hand side is this, or offset of 3 meters. Okay, so you'll take this reading, 1643.489, 1643.601. we have that now, we have that. So you take 1644.601 minus design level minus 0.050. I hope you guys can remember where I got 0.050. This is AC. Okay, so that we have the finished, like the levels will get plus 0.050 is going to be the finished road level. Yeah, it's going to be the finished road level. So anyway, that's the easiest way to find or to put levels for hand packing. So the value you get here minus all this, let's call it B, minus B, the answer you'll get here. Okay, this minus this should be the height of instrument that you should instruct the person holding your stuff to put, so that you mark as it being the level that you require. I hope you guys learned 1 or 2 things and enjoyed this video to confuse you guys. Okay, so your height of collimation, let me repeat it the last time. This height of collimation, this height of collimation that we got from backside plus the value of TBM, we got this height of collimation. So this height of collimation, that height of collimation, then you do design, you take design minus 0.050, the value you get. So that value minus this, minus height of collimation, that is the height of instrument you're going to instruct the person holding your stuff, either to go up or to go below, to go down. And then you put a sole tape and they can tie around there the string to help them follow that as a guideline to put levels. So Guys, if you didn't understand that, just comment down below. We're going to do a repeat. Maybe I can try do a repeat. I realized I might have tried the long method to show you that, but I think that might confuse you guys even more. So I hope you enjoy and have learned something. And yeah, goodbye guys.